Here is a brutal truth that your parents, your teachers, and society never told you. The more tolerant you are, the more people will bully you. The more you endure, the more they will take. You think your patience is a virtue. No, in the eyes of Machiavellian psychology, your patience is just a signal that says, I am safe to abuse. Have you noticed? It's always the nicest person in the office who stays late on Friday night covering for everyone else. It's the good kid in the family who gets ignored while the problem child gets all the attention. Why? Because human nature operates like water. It flows to the lowest point. It pushes into the spaces that offer the least resistance. If you don't build a wall, people will walk into your living room and put their feet on your coffee table. Today, we are going to fix this. We are not going to talk about healing or forgiveness. We are going to talk about aggression. We are going to talk about why you need to become dangerous to find your peace. Welcome to the dark side of self-improvement. Let's look at the power-boundary dynamic. Psychologically, we are wired to test limits. Toddlers do it, puppies do it, and your boss definitely does it. When you don't draw a line, the world assumes the land is public property. You might think, if I push back, I'll make things awkward. I'll ruin the vibe. You are terrified of the conflict. You think, if I say no, they will fire me, or if I don't lend them the money, they will hate me. But here is the Machiavellian secret. Bullying is an economic calculation. It is a cost-benefit analysis. Right now, the cost of disrespecting you is zero. People are opportunistic. If they can get you to do their work for free, and the only price they pay is seeing you smile awkwardly, they will buy that stock every single day. To stop this, you don't need to be liked. You need to be expensive. You need to make the cost of irritating you higher than the benefit they get from using you. It's instinctive. We don't mess with things that have spikes. By revealing your teeth, your aggression, you aren't destroying relationships. You are actually stabilizing them. You are teaching people how to treat you. So, how do we operationalize this? The rule is simple, the 10x response. If someone creates a small amount of discomfort for you, you must create 10 times that amount of discomfort for them. Let's say Dave from accounting makes a snide comment about your presentation in a meeting to make himself look smart. The old you would laugh it off to avoid tension. The new you stop the meeting. You look him dead in the eye and ask, Dave, can you explain exactly what you meant by that? I don't get the joke. You force him to explain his aggression. You make it awkward. You make him stutter. You just raised the social cost of messing with you. Next time Dave thinks about using you for a cheap laugh, his brain will trigger a warning. Remember last time. That was painful. Let's not do that. This is classical conditioning. You are training them like Pavlov's dog. This isn't about being evil. It is about deterrence. Machiavelli wrote, "It is much safer to be feared than loved." When you are willing to escalate, to make them pay the price, they will instinctively pivot to peace. They will come to you to reconcile. They will respect you because they know you are capable of chaos. A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a dangerous monster who has his monster under voluntary control. Now, some of you are thinking, I can't do that. I'm a pacifist. Let me tell you where your repressed aggression goes. It doesn't vanish. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. If you don't direct that aggression outward at the enemy, it turns inward. It attacks you. Migraines, ulcers, autoimmune issues, anxiety. These are often just manifestations of unexpressed rage. Your body is attacking itself because you refuse to attack the threat, and it warps your personality. You become passive-aggressive. You gossip. You give the silent treatment. You become the nice guy who is secretly bitter and resentful at the world. That is not virtue. That is weakness disguised as morality. True mental health, true subjectivity, requires integrating your shadow. Aggression is life force. It is the same energy that drives creativity, ambition, and protection. You need that fuel. Don't suppress it. Channel it. So, how do you reclaim your subjectivity starting today? You don't need to start a fistfight. You start with microaggressions of your own. 1. The interrupt. When someone cuts you off, you don't stop talking. You increase your volume by 10% and finish your sentence. You signal, I am not finished. 2. The silence. In a negotiation or an argument, state your term and then shut up. The silence is your weapon. Weak people rush to fill the silence. Strong people let it hang there, heavy and suffocating. 3. The walk away. The ultimate power move. If a situation or a person does not serve you, you withdraw your attention. You delete the contact. You leave the room. Every time you assert a boundary, you are retrieving a piece of your soul that you gave away. You are rebuilding your subjectivity, brick by brick. Subjectivity isn't something you learn from a book. It isn't a meditation technique. It is a fight. It is a territory war. The world will respect you exactly as much as you demand it to. So, show them your teeth. Not because you are evil, but because you are finally awake. If you are ready to stop being a spectator in your own life, hit that subscribe button. We explore the psychology the mainstream is too afraid to touch. See you in the arena.